You played great. You're doing a good job.
He did. He has played great. I hope he doesn't feel too bad.
Yeah,
he doesn't need to feel bad because the Russians aren't going to win this point.
Yeah.
I do like the fact, though, that all the Impact players are strapped over the 8 or 10 pods. Just in case things get sideways.
Just in case.
The Russians are like, oh, no, we're just going.
Here we go. Long-awaited last point, and here come the Russians as they go on a full send with the flying V as Smotrov is the
and
one.
He gets it.
He doesn't get it in time. Unbelievable. The Russians able to dive in and hit that buzzer. A triumphant.
That was amazing.
Alexander Burtnikov able to sneak through there on the staggered attack, and he's getting checked out by the referee. Is he clean? That's the big question right now, boys.
He's clean.
Dave Baines
the rest
is
of the
flipping
guys.
out.
Thumbs up, Dave Baines, and the rest of Impact losing his mind. Rich is just cackling up here. Rich, you were wrong.
Yes!
You were wrong.
I'm so happy to be wrong. I'm so happy to be wrong. Man, that was great. That was amazing. I've been on the other end of that, and so have you, Matt. We were playing in Florida against the Russians. They had like 17 seconds left. They got a penalty. They were only playing with 4 guys. They smoked us in like 17 seconds.
I'm getting tingles remembering
He's
that
seen that. It never happened. It just happened.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Wow.
We did not. I didn't think it was. Let's look at this replay here.
I was watching
him
the whole time. I didn't see a ball come near him.
So look at this. They spent 2 flying up the center.
Flying V, man.
And there goes Smotrov into the snake to draw the guns out wide, and it worked out perfect. And they didn't stop the sprint, ran in the whole way, and dove in and hit that buzzer to score the fastest point we've seen in a long time.
In history. In
now,
recorded history.
It was 4 on 5, so they had that extra body out there. But still, look at this from the opposite angle. Unbelievable. Here comes Malloy. Malloy's going to come in and jump over and hit that buzzer.
Look at him.
To
He's like,
tie the game. Now, this game is just tied, though. The Russians didn't
I would say
win.
the momentum is going towards the Russians, though, right? The Impact started with like a 4-0 lead.
Russians have all the momentum right now.
Oh, my God.
Impact is over there going, what just happened?
If you're not at home watching Go Sports, tell your friends what they're missing because this is the best paintball. This is the most entertaining thing on paintball right now.
Yeah, we've seen 13-second points. We've seen a headbutt. We've seen some one-on-ones already. Let's go down to Lauren Kelly.
Alex Goldman is losing it over here. He can't believe everything he's seeing in this match. He did say that the Russian player who dove into the 50 snake had a hit on his pack. So Jason is reviewing that now, but it is getting hectic down here. I'm slightly scared.
Okay, so it might be 15 more minutes until we get to this next point.
Why don't we just let him play
we got
the
a ton of time to talk about it. And I think I was going to say that 4 seconds. So
why not?
That was a 9-second point. So it looks like we're not going to get a review.
Good.
So if I may be wrong, but a 9-second point. I saw a 9-second point. God, I don't know, 2008.
I think you're lying.
No, I'm not. I think it was a 9-second point. I mean, I may be wrong, but I'm not lying. But that might be the fastest point we have ever seen.
Yeah, that was amazing. And honestly, that can probably happen once every decade, man. 2 top teams, everything to win, everything to lose. Russian Legions, caution to the wind.
So much had to go right for the Russians in this comeback.
One tiny little Russian squeaks through there, shoots a couple guys, and hits the buzzer.
If it was anyone, it was going to be Barytnikov, and he did it.
Yeah, for sure. And he hadn't really checked in on that match a lot. You know, he got a couple early deaths, got caught retreating once or twice, lost his loader.
The Russians and Impact are just going to burn the time off.
Yeah, they're not even playing.
There.
Yeah, they're just standing there.
14 points put up in this match.
What a great match.
Yeah.
This is as good as it possibly can get. There's no better paintball. There's nothing more entertaining to watch than this. Please go to Go Sports, sign up, man. Overtime. And maybe we'll get lucky.
And
maybe we'll get one-on-ones.
The Russians, they've got the momentum.
Today.
They're jacked over there.
I was just going to ask
These
that.
guys, Impact, they have no idea what just is going on.
I don't know if you noticed this, but every Impact guy that's been walking off has been MF and Mouse as they walk by. Like, thanks, Mouse. Thanks, Mouse.
Thanks, Mouse.
Thanks, Mouse.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable.
It really is. It really is a 9-second point. Are you kidding me? Like with finally a comeback though for the Russians. Now, historically here, it's been incredibly tough for the Russians playing against Edmonton Impact because in Dallas and then also in Prague, Edmonton Impact went down big. I think it was a 6 point. I'm sorry, not couldn't have been 6 points, but it was a 5-point spread in Texas here last year.
Yep.
So at this event a year ago, the Russians squandered a 5-point lead to Edmonton Impact, who came back and they won that game. And now the Russians are trying to do the same thing, but this isn't over yet. Let's check in with Lauren again.
It's over.
Trozen looked at every single angle he could find to try to see if there was a hit on that 50 snake player for the Russians, and he couldn't see anything. So unfortunately, he can't make a call if there was a hit there, and we will be going into overtime.
Hey, look.
I disagree with unfortunately. I think it's great there was no hit there because that was an amazing point. Why wouldn't we want to watch these two teams play overtime?
Well, if you're Alex Goldman, unfortunately.
Everywhere
if you're in prison, you shouldn't be able to dictate what's going on in the field.
Every position that Impact went was they were shooting everywhere wrong on that, and Biletnikoff just creeped right through. Everyone was shooting out. Nobody was shooting in the middle, and they got what they deserved on that point. So 9-second point, amazing.
Yeah, this is pretty entertaining, man. I'm really enjoying this.
Impact is ready to go with their starting 5. At least they're going to get their 5 bodies back out. So Rabakov, Yakimek, Brusselback, Zane Yakimek, and Nick Laval. So the Yakimek bros out there, and there is a shot at Alex Goldman.
Alex is like, hey, man, pay my bail. I don't care how much it costs. Get me out of here, man. I took a shower. I don't even want to talk about it. Bad things. Bad things. So, well, we're going to see here if Impact can finish this match the way they started it by dominating the Russians on the break, or if the Russians can come back, survive the breakout, and take it back to Impact.
Man. They're coming. Look at them. They're going hard.
And here it go into overtime, and Edmonton Impact attacking up center field, but they lose Brusselback, and nobody's come off for the Russians. So it is a 5-on-4 situation in favor of the Russians.
The breakout. That's big for the Russians.
5 alive. Everybody pinched. Yakimek's on the ground trying to get in, and here goes trade out, which is a good move because Russia's still in the middle of the field.
Up one body.
Clean run through there for Kirill Peredny.
Yeah, 4-on-3 now. Russians with the advantage, both on one body advantage and field position. J-Rab getting out to the Dorito corner. He's been able to do a lot of work out there for Impact. Nick Laval over here on the snake side holding it down for Impact. Impact down one body.
With Russians with the advantage in the middle of the field. 2 guys in the middle of the field because they got Sergey at the tower on the Dorito side.
Yep. 4 minutes left here in this match. Russians in control right now. Impact's got to get lucky, shoot somebody out.
Spotrov talking to his back players here, and he's at wedge number 2. And looking like he's trying to wrap around, maybe move up to that 50 brick where he loves to go. Now Sergey is going to start attacking the center field, gets to the second mini wall.
Yeah, Sergey needs to stay alive in this match. Almost every one of these key points he's kind of died in, so he needs to come back and stay alive in this match. Or this point, excuse me. Good move up to that 50.
To the blue brick.
And that's the move to close out on this field. Usually the move to close out is down the tape, but through here, you can get all the way into their wing, and they can't see you going in there as long as you take your time and make the moves right.
Yep.
J-Rab's in that corner. I think J-Rab in that corner right now is the only thing that's stopping the Russians from going forward. He can shoot inside and shut down the inside of the field. Nick Laval's committed to the outside of the tape. The other Impact players committed to the outside of the Dorito tape. So the only one stopping the center of the field, the only one stopping the Russians right now is Justin Rabakov.
And Karslev's going to make the bump across and get into D3.
Which pulls Justin Rabakov off of the center of the field and helps the Russians go forward now because Justin's got to look on that tape.
And will allow Biletnikoff eventually here to get into the snake, which is going to cause a real problem for Zach Yakimek.
Yeah, so right now Biletnikoff can go down the snake and win this game just like he could in the other match.
Oh, look at this, though. Nick Laval just got shot in on his hopper.
Impact's going to lose this match.
And here comes Sergey looking forward in the center, and he's going to launch, and he's going to shoot Zach Yakimek, and that leaves just Justin Rabakov in the back corner bunker, and Impact losing to Russian Legion.
Pulls him off.
Yeah, you're right. Justin is still alive. It's Spotrov. He's going to try to close the gap, and on the dive ends up getting a shot as the pits explode for the Russians. And unbelievable turn of events, and Karslev is pumped up. Hey, man, hats off to Karslev. As Karslev, he's a huge reason that they even stayed in this match.
Wow,
I'm a big fan of Impact, but man, that was an amazing match for the Russians. And if you weren't a fan of the Russians before this match, you should be a fan of them after this match because they never quit.
The Russians and AC Dallas were 2 of the picks to win this tournament. Unbelievable, and just one of the best comebacks we have seen, not just this year, but ever. So the Russians, they
against the best team in the world, arguably.
Yeah, exactly. The team that won in Vegas.
Come on.
And so the Russians
doesn't get better than this.
The Russians are moving forward. They're going to play the winner of the X Factor Ironman match, also DMG and Houston Heat coming up next. So stick with us. Rich, you got something for us?
I do. How much do we charge for Go Sports?
It's like $9-10 bucks a month.
Sign up now because it's going to start costing more. It's going to start costing more. If we've got games like this, we're going to be charging thousands of dollars a month. So if you want to get on Go Sports now while it's still cheap, now's your opportunity.
So we'll be back. Well, actually, before we go back, go to a short break and get to this next quarterfinal matchup, let's go down to Lauren Kelly.
That was incredible. That was one of the most stressful matches I've personally ever seen play out.
We have been in the same match last year, actually, against Impact. Crazy. We just same way of the repetition as what they did to us last time.
Yeah, it was insane. My heart is racing right now. I can't even imagine how you're feeling. Talk about that entire match. From your perspective, how did it all play out for you?
So they did a lessons last night really well. They knew where we're going to be going in which, for example, we had like 3 down the T-back sides where we're going to go. They were shooting exactly the same lanes, and we were having like G2, G3s really quick, yeah? But in the half of the match, we realized that they're doing this really well, so we have decided to be in a very unpredictable zones, and we kept playing like 6 or 7 points this way, and they were not shooting us afterwards.
You guys never quit. If you proved anything during that match, it's that you never quit. What are some of the... I can't understand anything that's being said in the pit. You're speaking Russian. And what are some of the things you guys talk about that make this kind of performance?
So we were boosting ourselves with the words, if they did last time it against us, we can do the same against them this time ourselves. So that was our booster. It worked perfectly.
Incredible. I don't think anybody saw that coming, so congratulations. Stay tuned. This is some of the craziest paintball I've ever seen, and we've got more coming up after the break.
The driving mission at Go Sports is to bring you the best paintball content and broadcast in the world, behind the scenes, in the pits, and on the field. To continue this mission, we're rolling out a renovated website platform across the board, with easier search functions and a more robust chat system for better interaction with your fellow fans. Dive farther into the game with a new integrated stats portal. Get your insight into the game anytime, anywhere, with an improved functionality across all mobile devices. Check it out now on GoSports.com.